Hey. Mbiamono.
My goodness, you know what is Osoro, I am convinced that you have a pseudo account where you actually go and post some of that stuff because mtu anadanganya hivyo dem. Anyway, that is Osoro, and that's the feedback. We're reading more feedback from you, so please make sure that you do so. A big shout out to Osoro. I can't believe I'm saying a big shout out to Osoro, but Osoro, you do a good job. If you're not told,
Anthony, I wish.
I
wish you said that on a daily basis, Anthony Mbiamono.
Osoro is doing a great job. And if you want to see him live, go check his Instagram and you'll know where to find him. Anyway, we also have these three amazing gentlemen who are live with us right here. I'm talking about Ethan and Watendawili. That name, I keep saying Watendawili. Watendawili. So there's Ethan, there's Israel, and there's
Uwaya.
So let me ask you, Uwaya, why such a difficult name? I mean, why are you making us go through this?
It's actually my actual name, so it's...
Uwaya?
Yes, Uwaya.
So kwa nini ulitwa Uwaya?
Kwa nini ulitwa Uwaya?
Inamaanisha nini yani?
Inamaanisha pool.
Pool?
Yeah, it's like pulling something.
In which language is
Luo.
This? For real?
Yes.
Uwaya?
Uwaya.
Nice. So what do you pull? Do you pull great energy around you?
Yes, as you can see.
Good so where do umesababisha hii?
Probably.
And then you are Israel.
I'm Israel, yeah.
You have a name that comes with a lot of weight. Do you live up to your name, Israel?
I believe so.
And there's also great singers called Israel. You know Israel who?
Israel Liberation.
Who
Israel
else?
Hotron.
So you do come, you know, it's a lot of weight. Yeah. So you're pulling Israel, and then somehow you guys also pulled Ethan.
Yes.
Is it Ethan or Ethan?
Kuna hadi Ethan.
No, you can't come on national TV to embarrass my people.
It's your people.
Those are my people. Ethan are my people. It is what it is. Have you guys watched the video of the kid Omondi Timon?
Omondi Timon?
Yeah. You watched? Is that a memory you guys know at all?
Alisoma Sawagongo.
Omondi nule jamaa alikuwa anachapwa. Mimi na wewe tulisoma shule yenyewe tulikuwa tunachapwa hata kuliko hiyo.
Ilikuwa nasema hiyo ni warm up.
Hiyo ni warm up kwetu.
Serious? Na hiyo ni kazi ya deputy principal ama ya nani?
Lakini ile shule ilikuwa
kila mtu.
Ilikuwa kila mtu. So wewe ulienda group of schools clearly.
Nilienda hapa.
For real? Which you were in what, blue, red, green?
Nilikuwa yellow.
You were yellow. Yellow was never known for great singers. So I don't know why.
Nilikuwa ule moja.
Blue always had the greatest singers.
I changed the
But I think Savara was in yellow.
Yeah,
Savara was in, no, it was green anyway. It was
one of those classes.
Najua huko amjio ni nini. Nini wale mlikuwa na shule zinaitwa West.
Makerere.
So this energy that you guys bring together, first and foremost, you guys have such an amazing, beautiful performance. That was really dope. Honestly, I loved it, especially the Melanin song. So how first you left a group called Jadi, which was here last week, and you guys also left another one. So we'll get to you. Why did you leave Jadi? What's the story behind it? Did you pull a Beyonce? What happened?
With Jadi, basically, every journey in Africa Mali where you have to evaluate how far you've come and where you're trying to go. And so if nyinyi wote maybe hamko na tunnel vision ama hamko na the same ideas, inabidi sasa, you know, you just part ways.
In kizungu ya Sawagongo?
After
Sawagongo. Timon to get that point. So for you it's a journey and I get it. Sometimes you get to a point and it's done. What about you guys? I mean, being on Soul Generation and then why would you leave? Why would you even dare leave?
Leave what? Soul Generation?
Yeah, when all these nice things are happening.
I think everything happens for a reason, first and foremost. And it was a very tough year. It was pandemic was just beginning at that time, and there was a lot of things happening. Like we were three guys, and that was our home. You know, Kaskazini was our home. But when we started feeling like there's something going on in the house, so even our productive nature was not being seen in Soul Generation. You know what I mean? So we had to sort out what we had between the three of us in-house so that the impact could also be felt on Soul Generation out there. So we sat down, we sat down, we discussed, asked each other what's going on, where are you in your life? Because it was a big move, you know, Soul Generation was a big move for us. So things really changed really quick. So everyone was in a different headspace. So we had to sit down, ask each other what's going on, how are you feeling? And we just, me and him felt like we're in the same headspace, and our other brother felt like he was in a different headspace, and we were like, we will continue, start afresh in a new journey.
But you also ended up anyway, and I can tell that I think you have some sort of maturity because you guys didn't burn your bridges. You still worked with Savara on the song with Benzema. You still worked on Midnight Train. So I can be in waja catch.
Hakuna bad blood. Hakuna bad grateful for.
Yeah.
Like niliachana tu poa.
Yeah.
Like sisi wawili na ubeshte tu wengine Chris.
Yeah.
Everything was good. Please
also, okay, so now me, since I know them, just like you today, they know the truth about you guys. Who, Sauti Sol, because you've watched them now, who's the coolest? Who do you think is the coolest? Me, I'm gonna go with BN because if you don't say BN, he can send thugs to my home. So that's my reason. Who is the coolest?
For me, the coolest is like Polycarp. Polycarp is so cool. He actually smells like herbs. He's so fresh. I swear, like every time I see him, I just feel like the atmosphere in the room changes.
It changes.
Yeah, he's like so fresh.
Polycarp akona
aura yake yani ya natural, ya unajua ni vegan nini.
You know like Erika Baduism, you know, walking the Alps and everything. Even saw the documentary, him and the wife getting the kid, you know, getting a doula and all those things. So akona hiyo vibe.
Akona hiyo vibe. Akiingia hapa kwa room, utasikia tu nyasi na nukia tu kila mahali. Very natural.
Unasema Polycarp ananuka nyasi.
Inaweza kuwa kweli, hata hivyo, mume hivyo.
Polycarp. I normally would call them on air. I don't know if should I call Polycarp.
Akola mtoi squeezy, probably he's asleep.
So yeah. So Polycarp ananuka nyasi, Bieno ananuka nini?
That's
Bila atinyama choma?
Ananuka spirit.
Ojua kunini nywele. Anyway, so instead of you guys, but they'll never take it seriously. Anyway, but instead of you guys now, you know, sort of working on your brands on your own, you then decide that let's work together. So you're already working together, so we have that. So I just want to know, do you guys feel that you're probably better together, the three of you?
I feel like, yes, we are better together. And that's why we managed to release a really dope EP. It's called Love Language. But we're also really good as two separate brands.
Yeah.
So luckily we managed to work together. But now moving on forward, we can also be able to work on our brands as well. I
was hoping that you guys would work on your different projects on your own, and then people get to know you more, and then now you work together. Or just the vibes was happening too much.
Yeah, I mean, ni vitu zili happen venye they were supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Because conveniently enough, you are na Ethan on a stay stone throw away from each other.
Yeah.
So
they went to the same high school. You people, what's your problem?
Bana.
Universe.
Did you know
you are a pool?
Yeah. You know how to pull this money. You're smart. You owe this guy most of it. His name is really bringing fortune to you. So yeah. So yeah, they do live. Yeah.
So things happen the way they're supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And we were convenient enough that Umsako na studio and producer mbaya sana.
Yeah.
So vitu zili happen vile wanafaa ku happen nasema tena.
So Ethan, you're a producer.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until now.
Here we go.
Is that what happened, Love Language? Did you produce all the music or some?
Yeah, I produced the songs, but these guys really also played a really big part. You know, Onyachi is a bass guitarist. This guy here is an amazing guitarist as well. So it just ilikuwa ni kama we pulled all of our resources together, and then to cut the magic. Yeah.
Cool. So before we get into the Love Language EP, how did you decide to come up with the songs? How did you work out your things? You know, who? First, let me start with a small trivia. Who's the hard-headed person here? Ule tu mwenye akisema i melody inaenda
inaenda hiyo.
Unless Ali ndo mumwachie tu achani nayo.
Hiyo ni ngumu.
Lazima sote tuko to some degree, kila msa hapa kuna opinion.
Okay, so let me do this because it's never gonna, everyone close your eyes.
Okay.
Just close your eyes. No. I know people of Upper Hill. You have to look up.
Okay.
You can't close your eyes and you're needing. Why you not closing your eyes?
Okay, we look up.
No, you close your eyes. Yeah, God, did I say look up?
Look up.
Hey, Mrs. Kagoto would have had me for that one. You know who that is? Yeah. So you have to close your eyes.
Okay.
Close your eyes. Now to macho ine wafunge yote. Who here, so you just point, you know that TikTok game?
Yeah.
Who here is the most stubborn? And this is with the creation of the EP.
Okay.
Who was the most stubborn while creating the EP?
Stubborn.
Yeah, like, oh, let's be at 9, they're not there at 9. Who? Israel jibu yako. What about you, Yahweh? Iwaya? Yeah, actually, it goes to you. Okay, so here, see, you're probably the most. We have not finished. There's 3 more questions to go.
Okay,
What are you doing? Please,
Close
I'll call
again.
Osoro here for discipline. Who here do you generally feel comes up with the best ideas from you for the songs?
Ni tricky.
Hiyo ni tricky sana.
Oh, okay, najua hii inaleta maneno ya pesa. Who here brings the most female fans? Yani you just know. Okay, so you won. So you're not even, so your eyes are not closed. How did you know?
Okay.
Who told you?
I'm accepting.
Please, I'm not even continuing with this because I feel like people are taking this thing too seriously. No. In fact, the point that you all okay. Anyway, Mumeji, it's fine. It is what it is. So yeah, let's talk about the songs Matunda, which has also inspired a night that you guys are gonna be having. How did the creative process come to be? Why did you decide for it to be an EP, not an album? Why should the song sound a certain way and not a certain way? How did all this come together?
I think I was having a conversation with Ethan one day, and it was just like, yo, we are here, you know, we're at this point in our lives where we are from like bands and labels and whatnot, and let's do something. So we just started asking each other how our lives are and what's inspiring us at the moment and stuff, and picking up the guitar and sometimes the keyboard, and sometimes Ethan comes with like a progression like that is made, and we just start brainstorming. Yeah, natupa yake, wa natupa yake, mi natupa. We see which works, which one doesn't. Yeah, and then progressively we came up with like 8 songs.
So that's the easy way to explain this. Let's get into the finances of it all, because when people see, you know, 3 young boys, they think you guys are from Runda and your parents are just enjoying their pension with your EP here. Here, my boys, take the money. Would you like Anto to feature? Pay him. Just explain to people that this is probably not as cheap and as
it's
easy.
not as rosy as people perceive it to be. Ni hectic. Kuna masiku manze, mse labda na Ferrari, Africa at a certain place. Me, because most of the time they stay close to each other. So I'm the one who's supposed to go all the way. So kuna times ilikuwa hectic hivyo, we have to
This guy just no shit. He's just no shit.
Onyacha anakuongea stuff fulani, what nasema anapula no nyacha.
Yeah, he just
Kuna uoye ingine.
No. I feel you guys are using that to take away from his trauma.
Oh my. Imekuwa trauma. Oh my.
Kuna pension.
That's not fair, you guys. You guys are using the father should live. Okay, I gotta say that came from you. It's like you've been waiting to go. These guys, they did this. That happened. Ajisikia ameanza tena sile makelele zake. So these guys they've been planning like manzeni sisi kama pema tu msi akuje. Onyash, why they take wana nakuzoea hivi?
I complain baby.
So studio iko inside yetu.
So that's the reason.
That's
but studios can move.
See deep sana.
So I should not try and create a situation out of this. I should just let it go. So anyway, we're talking about the money, and Onyash hapo kwa pesa ndio unaona imekuma.
Umeona money ni shida. So there's that also, but then again there's kuna energy. One thing about making a project, you know, when you release a project, people have the assumption that kuna do ina come after hiyo. But then it's not that way. You have to release a project. There's the recording bit, you know. Then after that you have to market it. So there's so much that goes on behind the scenes that people are blinded to.
And speaking of behind the scenes, Ethan, you posted something very interesting. One of your posts, you said, after a gig, unapata the fans go back home driving their cars na wasanii wanatembea polepole Uhuru Highway. Enyewe, I understand why it's hard to find. Yeah. Yeah. No, but I think let me just interject there and be like an elder brother of sorts. It's important for you guys, especially young people, with the platforms that you have in social media and how big and influential you guys are, because that's where you started, you know, your industry, you know, from, or your careers from, to really shed off that toxic masculinity and just be like, us will just speak the way we speak. So don't even feel like you have to explain yourself. But speaking of that, now explain yourself. Why did you feel, manze, mimi na Onyach na Iwaya, we are suffering while the fans are, clearly they don't see our plight?
I think, to be honest, being an artist in Kenya, wow, lazima uko umejitolea. You know, I have people who DM me and they're like, how do I start? I don't know where to start. And sometimes, to be honest, when I'm to bed, nasimu naangalia nasema, do you really want to do this?
Yeah.
You know, you una find you, for example, to take a situation where we didn't have a studio. Yeah? So we don't have a studio, we have to find a producer, pay that producer for. We wrote a number of songs actually before we chose the 6 that are in the EP. So we pay him for that. We pay for the video to release a video called Sweet Matunda on YouTube. We pay for that. Unaweza imagine you're putting in so much money, and definitely unajua kuna do itakamu huko mbele, but it's not certain. Hauna salary, hauna nini. But your fans kwa gigs, most of them hopefully wako na salary, wako poa, au na join month wako poa. We after gig uzungushwe.
Yeah.
So, you know, being an artist, iko na mambo mob, but luckily it's what we chose, and so we just really like it, and that's why I poked fun kwa hiyo moment.
What's been what's been your highlight as an artist in the industry? Let's start with Iwaya. For you, you just look like, for as long as the girls are screaming, you're just like, you're okay.
Nah.
Is that a highlight for you? Nah. Look at Onyach. Anto, you have Onyach. Onyach, give me an upper hill, yes. Yeah, right. Anyway, so I'm kidding, but what's the highlight for you when you're on? When you feel best? How does that look like for you?
Wait, there's a lot of highlights, yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like every single time for me, the thing that makes me realize like this is what I was born to do is when the creation process, like when an idea comes, like that's where like I feel most alive, you know, when the actual idea comes, because I get really tired with like a song, like I can get tired with a song in a week, but when we're creating it, that's like my favorite part. Yeah,
I love that. For Onyach, for you who Israel, I like the name Israel. So for you who, I know your high school, how was the experience in high school singing, and the teachers sort of, did they ever think you'd amount to this? Or do you sometimes be like, ha, look at me
look
now.
At me.
Yeah.
Ilikuwa passive. In school it was passive.
Yeah.
I didn't get direct feedback from teachers.
Yeah.
People would see, the teachers would see me with guitars. There's this time, Sunajorero.
Yes.
The principal walked into class na nilipata na guitar, nilikuwa time wasa kwa church na nilikuwa napiga tizi.
Yeah.
But hakunitetesha,
Yeah.
funny enough. He was a nice guy. So
Yeah.
I'm grateful enough.
Is this the principal there?
No.
Who's
Alitoka?
Alitoka.
I don't know who the principal
But I know
is.
Mr. He loved footballers and artists.
Yeah, he was a nice guy. So
Yeah,
says he complained.
He was actually a chill guy.
Yeah.
That's I want to say something that I realized. I don't want to put him on the spot because I probably you probably shouldn't know. But for you, I can see that you're very clear on, and even you guys in general, in terms of how your fans, you know, engage with you guys, including picking the song that would actually have a video, and most of them picked Matunda. Where the fans so monumental in the growth of, in fact, now I can call you Watendawili. Yeah.
I think we're in the business of emotion.
Yeah.
So most definitely.
You guys are not from Sawagongo.
Wait, Sawagongo,
exchange program.
The only person who's the only person who's speaking like this is Onyach, because he's from Upper Hill. I mean, even our logo in school, you know, our motto is Alwak. So you would never know what it means. Only it's like by the way, it's like a thing. Only we know. So when I hear people from Sawagongo saying you're in the business of emotion, which Sawagongo is this? This school? Is it a national school?
Yeah, well, right now, yeah. But when I was there, at the time.
So walikuja utoke. By the way, ungesema tu.
Ningesema tu.
Yeah, just umechoma. You made it work. So anyway, let me just say that the delineation clearly makes idea. So Sawagongo, business of, I love that statement. You're in the business of emotions.
Yeah. So most of the time, obviously, what we're trying, what inatuletea do ni venye watu wana feel about what we're doing, you know. What you feel, yes, obviously inakusaidia ku create the music, but sasa once you bring in the fans and you make them feel at home, I feel tu wakifeel at home ni hivyo. Sasa wanajua, this is my guy. Hata nikienda US, I'll vouch for this guy, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's why we really always want to put them and bring them closer and make them part of the process.
And I want to bring them closer again to the studio by having you guys perform. Ethan was asking me, how many songs are we going to perform? I know that's. Ethan, have you thought about Ring Radio? Because of your voice.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
You could use the money.
I could use the money.
Yeah. Even though Beyonce alichujwa. Alemona Kel Roland na Michelle. Yeah, Jay-Z is a nice guy. I mean, just kumbe watu kwa kuimba gospel, nini and all that. How come you guys don't have a gospel track in the EP? There's always that thing of secular artists sing the best gospel song.
I don't know why, but yeah, it's true. But these guys have sijui tu ni wapatie exclusive.
Yeah.
These guys have an amazing gospel song that's gonna come out very soon.
Yeah.
Manze,
that you produced?
No, I didn't produce that one. But
upako ya secular huko. So speaking of upako and blessings, I want you guys to you know, to bless us a little bit. As they say in high school, in our school, in Upper Hill, they'd say, so yeah, we have Onyach and Anto and Biena here, and they're going to perform for us, so it's a performance. So I know in Sawagongo, we have Iwaya and Ethan with a number.
How did you know that? That's actually
No, it's all in the name. Sawagongo is, by the way, is Swahili for Upper Hill, so think about it. You guys, mulisomea tu hapa lenye jaomoka. Gongo, okay, you get it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make us feel nice. Did you guys make fun of me? What are you doing? What are the two of you doing?
No, we're seeing it. Gongo, Hill. We're seeing it.
You're seeing it. Oh God. Onyach. I was about to alienate you guys. Anyway, please perform. Do you want to do one song, two songs? Have you guys performed Matunda yet? No.
Not yet.
So maybe I want to hear Matunda. Yeah, I want to hear Matunda. The video is out. Inachezwa na nani?
Itachezwa na Mr. Onyach.
Okay, so let's make it basi easy. Let's have the best for last ones. And wewe. So if we decide to move, we move it like, because we love order. Sindio? So we're performing and you guys, I have to say, you guys are very cool. I feel like I've known you guys for a long time. You're really cool people. And Osoro was telling me, you want to be MCY change. Yeah, msoi change ati now mnakuja the trend, mnakuja 2 hours late. Yeah, sindio Osoro? Yeah. Ulisema wasiwai change the way they are.
Yeah, of course, let them never change the way they are, the way they dress.
Okay, also don't worry, we're gonna come later. Let's pass to the performance. Yeah, so let's get you to perform. And the first song you say it is?
We're gonna sing Asali.
Asali.
Some
honey.
Sweet honey.
Honey.
All right.
Weni manyanga, kwa hiyo manyanga, mi ndio manamba, kauko na team, naomba jezi, naomba mechi, si tukipatana. Also I wonder, je unanyonganga, pia we ufanya kile mi ufanya, sema kweli ndo tuwache kujifanya, tuwache kunyimana, nige hata kidogo, nige
kama rainbow, ukinipa leo pia nipe kesho. Siunigei kama rainbow, ukinipea leo pia nipe kesho. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Asali nakupenda sana, asali wangu. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Asali nakupenda sana. Asali salimia kina Zamzam, tulionana mara ya mwisho tukiwa half-time. Siku zimeenda, siku hizi niko handsome, hata mimi najua bado wewe uko matata. Nilikuonyesha zaidi ukiwa shule ya upili, na bado niko dizzy na my feelings. Nikali tangawizi, nimetafutanga bibi, na sioni mwingine, oni mwingine. Siunigei kama rainbow, ukinipa leo pia nipe kesho. Siunigei kama rainbow, ukinipea leo pia nipe kesho. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Asali nakupenda sana, asali wangu. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Asali nakupenda sana. No, 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 no. One more time. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, hey yeah. Asali nakupenda sana.
Wewe, so I feel like probably when you write these songs, one of you or two of you is using the rest to write love songs to someone specific. There's no one here who is using the rest of you to just get somebody. Somebody say amen.
Amen.
Yeah, so it is true. Is it Onyach? They're all looking at you.
What do you mean?
Is there someone that
Is that, I don't know. Is that,
wow, Onyach, you're very
I'm
cool,
sure-
calm,
I'm
but you're very calculative.
That's
Onyach, so he made you guys sing. At least,
but no, I don't really think there's anyone.
oh, serious?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Serious,
Iwaya is not.
I know, no. I mean, no.
So there's no one you guys are.
I'm eyeing someone. I know you're watching.
That's
which camera?
the
Like
most
camera,
subtle
right?
way of saying I'm a player.
You're not saying who?
Yeah, it could be anyone. I mean, what are you
Yeah.
talking about? Iwaya, please, for 1,000 bob, would you tell me the name of his girlfriend?
Oh no, I don't have a girlfriend.
I was talking to Iwaya. She just
No, but
answered.
it doesn't have a girlfriend.
So are you guys single, searching? Should the girls start DMing you guys, or you just want celebs, female celebs to DM you? You're no longer.
Rockstars. Rockstars.
Wakuje tu. Which celebrities do you guys really want to work with? Probably you try to DM them, they've refused. Or probably you feel like, yo, we really want to work with this person. Maybe it would be really cool for you to come together. Since now the EP is done, so for Watendawili, who would that be?
Off the top of my head right now, Nyashinsky.
Nyashinsky. Yeah. And you?
Well, there's a lot. But definitely Nyash is up there.
Yeah.
Bado tunafaa tupatane na sauti sasa head to head now.
Yeah.
Vipoa. Kuna msanii Winyo, there's an artist called Winyo. If you do a song with Winyo, it would be really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about you? Apart from me, Ethan, who else would you like to work with? The same Ethan, I think I don't want to use the word on air, he flooded my Instagram. Then I was like, wow, is this a guy who sang that song? Because we played the song on my radio show. I'm like, I don't think it's the one. So he liked my pictures to try and mean your bro, like your vibe. Like, can we work together? He did not say what he wanted. So I was like, okay, it's another fan, but my fans can sing. So Ethan, apart from me, who else do you work with?
I'd love to work with Nikita.
Nikita Kering.
Yeah, and maybe Xenia and Bensol.
Yeah.
Those ones are really some really cool people as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's cool. So let's talk about your Thursday Live show. that's happening. It's called Matunda what?
Oh, that's something I started recently. It's called Matunda Thursday. Yeah, so I'll just be singing acoustic jams, live, and just good vibes.
Are these guys joining you?
They could join me for an episode, actually.
Good,
He made he pulled some celeb moves sometimes. Yeah. They could join me if you want. Actually, if it so happens, why don't you guys just be a permanent group? That's the last question I want. Why not? So you just make yourself a group that is very clear. We have a 3-year contract with each other. After the 3 years or 5 years, we are done. I mean, I'm only saying this because you'd make a lot of money if you guys are the 3 of you. Would you pay plan?
Probably. But the situation that we are from, like, hey, you know, groups ni marriage.
You've been traumatized enough.
Yeah, it's marriage, you know. So we respect Ethan and his personality and his brand and who he is, you know, and we know how to work together. But we're also super honest with each other, you know, to go very honest. Akinikasirisha namwambia here, and the same, you know. So we can't lie to each other because of success and money. So it's success sawa, lakini, you know, you don't want to have success but you're fighting each other. Mwingine sijui amefungia mwingine and stuff. So,
cool. So we're going to end the interview, but I want you guys to shout out some of your friends. I'm sure some of your friends are watching. I always like when people send out shout outs to their friends because they'll be like, yani hata unge to mention, then they blame the host. Hata huyo mse hata kuacha tu aseme, you know. So let's start with Iwaya. Who do you want to shout out? Maybe it's your moms, your dads, your peeps from Sawagongo, yo.
Yeah. Mbogi yangu ya high school zote nimeenda Hospital Hill.
Omondi Timon.
My high school zote nimeenda Nyabondo, Sawagongo, Uhuru High School, Hospital Hill. Nawapenda nyote. My mom, my dad, my brother.
You went to 4 high schools in 4 years.
Yes.
So since I don't want to make maybe a mockery of stuff at home, was it because of? If it was because of home, I wouldn't make a fun of it.
No.
So it was you?
It was me. It was all me. Sumbua tu.
Yani mtu kama wewe unasumbua watu?
At that time, yes.
Should Osoro, do you want to give some punishment for all the years? But we don't, you don't want you to go viral. Osoro, we are paying viboko must pay viboko. All those years you disturbed teachers here. Osoro, can you please? No, because I'm taking this very personal. My name is a teacher. It's becoming very personal now. I'm starting to feel like, 4 years in 4 years. Try your microphone, Kijana. Pay your microphone.
You know the problem is
4 years.
Anthony, you know, for you to get a transfer kwenda shule ingine, you need 2 months.
Yes.
2 months. So no, we want to calculate alisoma siku ngapi.
Yeah.
High school iko na mchezo ya drama for 2 months.
Sports.
Sio ni 3 months ina year. Iko na sports term tu yote 2 months.
Na iko na
because alikuwa shule kama Sawagongo. Unajua Sawagongo ni michezo kutoka
tu asubuhi.
In fact wanaanza kupiga tizi ya next year football team third term.
Now wako na the 3 months ya holiday.
Yes, now wako na 3 months ya holiday.
8 months.
8 months.
So
out of 4. So yes.
Apo sasa kiboko.
Kocha. Yes. Na huyu jamaa anakaa kuhepa class. So tunataka kuona alikuwa
his neighbor can attest. Yes. So please give back your mic.
Timon.
When did
Timon.
I'm starting
to think.
Yes.
Timon means demon. I think Timon means demon.
Of course it means that.
I think the teacher meant Omondi demon, like removing the demon.
You know,
okay.
You know the crazy thing is Anito Simon.
Oh, it's called Simon.
So it's really close.
Simon Lola Chini. You have to get. No, not all. You no. Chini. Lola Chini.
Hii kitu unafanya ni amaslay queen wa Nairobi.
Amefanya vizuri.
Lola Chini hivi completely.
Hiyo ni nini unanifanyia? Hii agenda gani?
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming through. Who do you want to send a special shout out to?
Shout out to mom, Vivi, kila mtu familia yangu, Mbogi yote 2-3 manze, my cousins wangu
2-3. That's what's up.
Kangemi 2-3 asivo.
Yeah, 2-3 asivo. Wow, that disclaimer. Hey, 2-3 ya Kangemi, that's all you do. What about you, Ethan? Muziki?
I want to to shout out my dad and my bro and sis and Janice and my cousins as well, and all my relatives. I know they're watching.
That's what's
and all
up.
my fans.
That's what's up. Thank you so much. And once again, you're always welcome here. Just know that. And whenever you have a project, all those things.
We gotta give you sweet matunda.
Hey,
we gotta give you sweet matunda.
Baba Shondrea.
Baba Shondrea.
Baba Shondrea.
Oh, okay, that name though. Shondrea. Yeah, it is what it is. And Osoro has the feedback for you. Ethan Muziki and of course Watendawili. Thank you so much for coming through. Mad love to you guys, and I do pray and hope for the best for you. And then after Osoro, remember msiende, mna perform Matunda. Because ndo hapa tujakula until now, so we need to eat some dessert. Osoro, tell us what the streets are saying.
Anthony, mbiyamono kabisa, mbiyamono, of course, kila mtu wanashanga, where have these guys been? Anthony, watu wanashanga, kijana mdogo kama Ethan, lakini sauti anatoa ya bass ni kama ni kama ya Big Ted. Unashanga, uchama hii talanta ametoa wapi? I mean, it's just amazing. Ukiona mtu ako na talanta kama hii, you can only say he's going far. That is the feedback I'm getting kutoka kwa mitandao. And Anthony, ni kama nilikwambia usishike hii screen na mate, saa hii imehang kidogo. But just to get you the feedback, Anthony, it's true because hii mambo umezoea ya kupaka mate, Anthony, ndi imeharibu hii screen. But just to give you the feedback, pale leo tuko Facebook feel represented. Pale tuko na Aswan Moses anasema, of course kwenye meme challenge pale anasema, this is how I got Mama Nafula. And then tuko na Wanjiko anasema, Kaswiti, unajua hata nikienda Nairobi nitakuwa ninakufikiria kila siku, usijali kama ni kasi tu haki. Alafu tena kuna Wanjiku Karanja wa Kaberere anasema, NTV ni kama baridi imesidi huko, siku hizi ni mapenzi tu. And of course Kinyua Wangali anasema, bila pesa hii Nairobi, jina darling utaionea kwa makaratasi ya braids pekee. Anthony, sijui kama umepatana na hizo makaratasi za braids, Anthony? Just checking because of your hairstyle. Anyway, tuko na huyu Moha kama wanasema, tuende urudie hiyo sando lingine nani, tuende. And then Dennis Karuki anasema, nataka ni save mshahara ya hii miezi 3 alafu nihamie Nairobi. Utaenda na mimi Nairobi? And of course ni mingi Anthony. Oute George anasema, aki mi nataka slippers yangu ndio tuendanishe, wacha nirudie slippers. And of course ni pale tu kwenye meme challenge wameichangamkia. Wycliffe Gift anasema, tuende nikupatie wheelbarrow. Lakini nayo hapana. Wheelbarrow sasa aje. Anyway tuko na huyu anasema Chemutai, utakubali ni kuoe? Haki kucha tuende. Of course Kenya nimo anasema, tuende kwangu uone sheets za chuma. You know ni mambo mingi tu Anthony. And Anthony, this should be a lesson to you because vitu umezoea, vile umezoea kuongeleza wasichana, now you need to run, you need to be bold, Anthony. Mbiyamono, Anthony, mbiyamono.
Yeah, and of course, thank you Osoro for the amazing feedback. Right about now, we need to get into performance so we can also enjoy the mixes from DJ E. I mean, this is Matunda from the amazing group Ethan and Watendawili, and it's from their EP Love Language. Make sure you go and get it. Yeah, enjoy it.
Pockets are only coins and broken dreams, but it's alright. Oh, it doesn't matter what they say, Tongea anyway, any day. Ooh, you and I both know the things I can't afford, but I can't afford to lose my baby. Oh no, cause it's so hard to find mdem hawezi mind. Sazile hakuna kitu, tuna spend some quality time, and it's so hard to find mdem hawezi mind. Sazile hakuna kitu, tuna spend some quality time, and it's alright. Oh, and that is why you are my woman, the words to my luga, sweet Matunda. Baby, you are my woman, the words to my luga, sweet matunda. Oh, yeah.
Check out the video.
Nusikia poa, nikikupigia baby shika poa. Na feel ni kama tuko kwa ndoa, na hiyo ndiyo ficha nataka. Baby, keti hapa, wacha mi leo nipige dasta. You deserve a break, you deserve to feel my love in every single way. 'Cause it's hard to find mdema wezi mind. Sa zile hatuna kitu, tuna spend some quality time. It's so hard to find mdema wezi mind. Sa zile hatuna kitu, tuna spend some quality time. And it's alright. Oh, 'cause you are my woman, the words to my luga, sweet matunda. Baby, you are my woman, the words to my luga, sweet matunda. You are my woman, the words to my luga, sweet matunda. You are my woman, the words to my luga, sweet matunda.
Hey, amazing, amazing, beautiful performance from you guys right there. Once again, you're always welcome. Please make sure that when you got new projects, make sure that you launch them right here. Because, I mean, who else will give you this kind of attention, is it? I want to send a big shout out before we get into DJ E's performance. A big shout out as usual to Osoro for coming through right there. Osoro is one of the funniest people in this country. I mean, it is what it is. Of course, we have DJ E, one of the best. He just came from a show and he's here fresh just for us. So a big shout out to you, DJ E, to the whole production team and everybody who's behind every camera, guys who make sure that I sound nice, the producers, the directors, everyone. A big shout out to you for making this happen. To Justo for an amazing set today. I mean, there's a rare leopard that was sighted somewhere in North Kenya. I think it's an ode to that. And then our screens today. Manze mwana vile tumeomoka. Hey, the screens, the lights. I want to Nation Connect. They're just connecting everyone. Is that the right name? That's the name, right? Yeah, let me make sure I get it. And Nations Connect, by the way, is headed by the very amazing DJ San, who also, you get to see him right here on Sunday, Crossover 101. So yeah, atawabariki pia huko na upako wa Yesu Kristo. In fact, I've seen him creating the mix for Sunday. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So make sure you also check him out on Crossover 101 with Grace Ekilapa. For now, it's time for me to go home. To a big shout out to everyone who knows me, who's been tweeting and who's texted me or WhatsApp me. See you. And if you can't beat me in Nairobi this weekend, I'm going to be in Diani. So just look for me in Diani because please, I have not worked this hard to be a celeb, to be